Well, good day to all of our awesome BitClub Network friends, family, and following. T. Lamont Silver Sr. here, and things are about to blast off. We're about to have the second phase of BitClub Network's launch. The first phase was last week when people were able to start getting registered, start making purchases, start getting their referral links. The second phase of that will begin. By the time you see this, it will be today. I'm actually cutting this late on Tuesday night, but it'll be Wednesday by the time that you see this. And so this is going to begin in just a few short hours by the time that you see this. And this is going to be the launching of the binary and the placement of the binary. So I want to cover that in today's training, so make sure you watch it. We are going to have a very special live webinar at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, Wednesday. And that is going to be a working webinar, okay? This is not for a presentation. This is to make sure that folks are getting placed in the binary. We would have started binary placements before the webinar, but the main purpose is to make sure that those that have already gotten placed and you've got teammates, you can start placing your teammates, okay? Very important that you watch all of this training. Okay, all right, so that's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be at our regular bcnwebinar.com link. So those of you that have ever opted in at bcnwebinar.com, you will be getting your links. All right, so let's just make sure we understand the binary, okay? Let's just make sure that we understand the binary. So this is how this is going to work, all right? So let's say that this right here represents my sponsor. This right here represents my sponsor. Okay, what my sponsor is going to do is he's going to start doing placements. Now, I don't know exactly where I'm going to be placing this binary. Let's assume that he places me right here. So let's assume this is me right here, okay? All right, so once I'm placed, then I'm going to be able to start doing binary placements myself, all right? So here's my sponsor here, and here is me in this example. So once I know that I'm placed, I will start placing in the binary. Now, this is how I plan to build my binary, is going on the outside. Now, I may be, depending on by the time he places me, if he places anybody under me or not. If he places anybody under me, all right, and they fall on my left-hand side, then I will likely then start building my power leg to my right. Okay, don't worry about that, because once I start my placements, I will let folks know that I'm placing where you want to start placing your folks. And if there's any question about that, that's the purpose of the 9 p.m. webinar. Okay, all right. So let's say in this example that he hasn't placed anybody underneath me at all. Okay, and so this is me. This is me. This is me. This is me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place my first position here. All right, I'm going to place a second position here. However, I'm not looking to really start placing a lot under this second position right now. Actually, none right now, okay? What I'm going to plan on doing is once I get my first and second, then everything else that I plan to do for the foreseeable future is going to go on what I'm calling my power leg. All right, so on my outside leg. Now, if he's already started placing people on my left, and then I start my power leg on my right, then it would be on my outside right. If he's not placing anybody with me, then it would be on my outside left. All right, I'm going to let you know, hey, my power leg is my outside left, or my power leg is my outside right. I'm going to let you know, and if you are any bit confused about that, then be on the webinar at 9 p.m. Eastern. Now, real quickly, I still don't know why Facebook is funny like this. Facebook does things, and they're the big bully, okay? And they don't feel the need to have to be accountable to tell people why. It looks like my ads account is still active. I've got another Facebook fan page that has nothing to do with BitClub Network or Bitcoins that I'm able to make posts on. However, when I attempt to make a post on the BitClub Network Pro, either my fan page, all right, it's very interesting. On my fan page, I was able to make a post today that did not have anything to do with Bitcoin, just like a personal development type thing, okay? But when I tried to make a post that was related to Bitcoin, not even BitClub Network, just Bitcoin, Facebook wouldn't allow me. In the group, when I tried to make any type of post, even a test post, even a response to someone, Facebook wouldn't allow me. So we'll probably move away from Facebook in terms of having some type of group, but I haven't decided what platform we want to use just yet. I would certainly welcome your thoughts and ideas out there. Okay, I only said that because if you don't see me post directly, I did have someone post in there today. If you see something that says post recommended by TLM or something like that, that's someone who's posting on my behalf into the Facebook group, okay? Unfortunately, I can't respond when you make a post in there. I can't respond to your post. I am able to answer questions if you go to my fan page, okay? With that being said. All right, so once again, let's make sure we understand this. So here's my sponsor. I can't start making any placements until the ticker winds down. If you go in your back office, you'll see there's a ticker back there. You might have to click on a couple of links to find it, okay? And then this is him placing me as an example, okay? Depending on whether or not I see any other folks that he's placed under me, if I see that he's placed people on my left-hand side, then my right-hand side will become my power leg. If I see that he's placed nobody underneath me, then my left-hand side will become my power leg. Do you need to be concerned about that? Say it with me. No, because I'm going to let you know, okay? All right. I am going to place my two personally sponsored, one on the left, one on the right. I've got a test position that I'm going to place on my weaker side, okay? So none of you are going on my weaker side, and those that I'm actually placing, okay? You're being placed by your sponsor, so whoever your sponsor happens to be, but I'm sending this out to a good amount of you that are sponsored by me. None of you are going on my weak side. Let me say that again. None of you are going on my weak side, okay? I've got a test position that I have made the purchase so that it's qualified. I'm going to put that on my weak side. All of you that I'm personally enrolling and placing are going to be placed in what I call my power leg. Now, what's the order that I'm placing folks in my power leg? Well, there were some commitments that I've made to some folks. Some of those go way back because of people that have followed me for years. There were certain marketers that we were talking with, and they were sponsor shopping, and we made some commitments. Beyond those commitments, the main things I'm looking at in terms of placements is a person's commitment to the system. A couple things will show me their commitment to the system. Obviously, someone who's a founder, for instance, someone who made that monetary commitment, all else being equal, I'm going to place them, higher up in the tree. Somebody that is, maybe they haven't made, a founder's purchase because not everybody has the resources to do so. But I can look and I can see, man, they've referred quite a few folks. They're building this thing. A person like that, even though they may not be a founder, is going to have a higher placement, okay? Someone that has purchased a unit, all right? So $99 locked in your position in the binary, yes. It's someone who has purchased a unit in the binary, all right? They're going to get a higher placement than someone that has just done the 99 to lock in the binary. You're still going to be locked into the binary, okay? Even with the 99, if that's all you have the resources to do, you're still going to be locked in the binary. The difference is, are you going to be locked in the binary, up here, or are you going to be locked in the binary down here? Don't sweat it either way, because again, for the foreseeable future, any building that we do, and we haven't even started really building yet, okay? We haven't started any of our paid advertising campaigns. I've got one that I've already purchased the campaign, but we're still putting it together before it starts to launch. So don't worry, if you are 99 and, you don't have tons of folks right away, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, okay? Now, what I will say is get a unit purchased, okay? Get your 99, get a unit purchased. I'm seeing a lot of folks that are in the back office that are still inactive, which means they haven't done the 99 and they haven't done a unit. So get that done, because obviously if you haven't even done the 99, you can't be placed. There's no way to place you, okay? You just kind of sit there. All right, so you want to go on and get that placed. Now, I don't know that you'll have time to watch this. I have to go and do quite a bit of editing. I did do a transaction today. I did 2 transactions today to test some things in terms of getting Bitcoins into an e-wallet sooner rather than later. One of the tests was with localbitcoins.com. I went down to a Western Union right from my office and did a Western Union. I think the gentleman that I did the Western Union to was in Thailand, all right? It went smooth as butter. All right, it went very, very smoothly. Within 5 hours of my Western Union, I had Bitcoin sitting in localbitcoins.com, and then I was able to transfer those Bitcoins over to BitClub Network. Now, did I pay a little premium for all of that? Sure I did, but it gets me in the system, and if you go, let's say, with Coinbase, you're looking at least 6 business days from the time you get your account verified, and then from the time that you are requesting funds. All right, so I'm willing to pay a small premium to get that done within 5 hours. The other thing I did today was there's a teammate of ours who is excuse me, sorry, sorry about that. He's an active Bitcoin trader. That's what he does. That's not all he does, but that's one of the things that he does, is that he actively trades Bitcoin. As a result, he has a nice inventory of Bitcoin, and he actually will exchange Bitcoin via PayPal. Now, what happens is it's about a 3 business day process. The great thing about using PayPal is that you've got some buyer-seller protection there. Okay, so I just initiated one of those purchases today. It'll be a few days, about 3 business days. So you've got local Bitcoins as an example. I got Bitcoins in my e-wallet in about 5 hours. Okay, and then PayPal. Once that transaction is completed in about 3 days, I'll let you know that. So you'll have a couple of options as you're getting new people started. Like a Coinbase is a great way to do so if you're not in a hurry, because then you don't have to pay a premium, okay? Meaning if Bitcoin is going for $400 a coin, all right, well, you're not going to be paying $430 or $440 a coin like you might with local Bitcoins or what have you. You'll pay a premium. But again, that's a small cost of doing business when you're, wanting to do it quickly. Actually, I wish I had done that on yesterday. I meant to do that on yesterday, and I didn't take time to do it when Bitcoin was about $398 a coin, maybe let's say $400 a coin. By the time I did it today, Bitcoin was at $425 or $430 or something like that. It had a nice little run up. Okay, so again, if I had done that yesterday, even though I would have paid a premium yesterday, I probably would have gotten my Bitcoin for what it was going for in the regular market today. Okay, so not a big deal. Don't sweat the small stuff. All right, I think that does it. So we're going to have a binary placement webinar at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's going to work a lot like our webinar last week, where the whole idea is to make sure that you are getting placed. If your sponsor happens to be on and they've made a placement, let's say, Mary just placed John, then I want Mary to let us know in the questions box, hey, I just placed John Smith. Hey, John Smith, you've just been placed, so that if you have people that in your binary tree for you to place, that you can go on and do so. Okay? So we're going to see you at 9 p.m. By the time you see this, it'll be Wednesday night. I'm cutting this on Tuesday night. By the time you see this, it'll be Wednesday already. So we'll see you later on tonight then at the BCN webinar. Again, if you've already opted in at some point there, no need for you to opt in again. You'll get your link from Go to Webinar. We love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours.